Welcome back to Up Front. The crowded Democratic field of candidates for governor grew again last week when Milwaukee attorney Matt Flynn got into the race. Flynn is a former state Democratic Party chairman who has run for the U.S. House and Senate unsuccessfully 4 times in the past. He promises to undo much of the work Republican Governor Scott Walker has done, including Act 10 and Wisconsin's right-to-work law. He also wants to restore prevailing wage laws in the state. Matt Flynn, the Democratic candidate for governor, joins us now on Up Front. It's good to have you on the program.
Good to be here, Mike.
So I know you've been thinking about this for a while, and while you were thinking about it, a bunch of people got into the race. But you still decided to go ahead with this. Why?
I think we need a change in direction in this state. Scott Walker's had 8 years. This is not a recall election, so he's had 8 years to put out his vision. And I think his vision is flawed. I think that he's strayed from the progressive tradition of Wisconsin that's gone on for the last 100 years since Fighting Bob. And there's so many issues I'd change, it's hard to list them all right now. But the truth of the matter is that we need to take our state back. We need to change the direction.
Were you, and I'll be very blunt about this, were you unimpressed with the current crop of candidates? Did that cause you to get into the race?
I like them. I think it's a strong field. And I'll say 2 things. One is any one of them would make a better governor than Scott Walker, and I would support any one of them if they were the nominee. But number 2, there's one issue in this race. Who can beat Scott Walker? And I think I am the most capable of beating Scott Walker.
I mentioned some of the things you would like to undo from the Walker administration. But the fact of the matter is that you will probably end up working with at least one chamber that's Republican-controlled, perhaps 2. How do you get any of that done, given the political realities you would face should you be elected governor?
I do want to get rid of Act 10, and I do want to get rid of right to work, which is a misnomer. It's really a lower wage law. But I know when I get in, there'll be a majority Republican legislature, in all likelihood, The most important thing this governor is going to do is going to be to veto any attempt to gerrymander again in 2020. And in the second half of the term, there will be, in my view, a Democratic legislature, or at least some moderate Republicans. So I think that for the first 2 years, it's really waging a battle, a constructive battle with the Republicans, going into their districts, especially swing districts and especially moderate Republicans, saying, look, we are not going to eliminate collective bargaining in the state. You've done it, and we want to restore it. And if I don't get it through in the first 2 years, I'll get it through in the second 2 years.
You've been very critical of the deal with Foxconn. In fact, back in August, you wrote an op-ed piece and said that the deal should be renegotiated. But the fact of the matter is that if you are elected governor, the Foxconn deal will be in place. I assume you would intend to honor that deal.
I honor all contractual obligations. I think it was a bad deal because we paid too much. When I said renegotiate, I welcome manufacturers, even foreign manufacturers in the state. But $3 billion, that's roughly $200 a year for 15 years, that comes off the top, I just think was wrong. I think that Scott Walker and his people didn't have the ability to do that. In private industry, that would not have been negotiated. What will I do when I get in? When I get in, any contractual obligations I will follow. But on the other hand, anybody who's proven in that position is going to look at Foxconn's performance. And if it turns out that they're not doing something they said they should do, or they made representations that were not true, then there are legal remedies for that. I made my living in litigation looking at those kinds of issues, and I'll scrutinize it very carefully.
A quick question about funding for schools. You said you want to put more money into the UW system. You want to put more money into public schools. What would be the future of the state's voucher program were you elected governor?
The voucher system, especially in Milwaukee and Racine, has been well received by a lot of people who look on it as a way into slightly better schools. And so I am not going to upset the apple cart with any kids who are in school. The real question is expansion statewide. And in my view, I am strongly pro-public education. I do not think it's useful to put money into for-profit schools, for instance. I think that's wrong. But I would be very, very cautious about expanding the voucher system statewide.
You just mentioned the fact that you're an attorney. You've been involved in cases, some of which have been controversial. The Republican Party, right out of the blocks, slammed you for representing the Archdiocese of Milwaukee in these clergy sex abuse cases. Do you have any regrets about your representation?
Mike, I do not. And I'll tell you, when I first heard of these cases, it pained me more than I can tell you. It was terrible what occurred. But what I did in representing the Archdiocese, and our firm has represented them for 50 years, What I did was I thought of several things. One, the Archdiocese is a good organization. It does much good in this community. And most priests I've ever met have been fine people. And they make no money. They get no recognition. A handful did terrible things, and they should be punished. My job was to come in and clean it up. In other words, since I was their lawyer, there's been no transfers of problem priests, and there's been no recurrence of that kind of conduct. And I couldn't change what happened in the 60s and 70s, but we came in to clean it up.
Matt Flynn is a Democratic candidate for governor. He is running in the 2018 election. Thanks very much for being with us today.
Thank you, Mike.
Our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com, tracks the statewide races, including how much money the candidates are raising. You'll find that coverage on the election blog of WisPolitics.com. Coming up next, the Area Technical College training students in high-tech manufacturing. I'll be asking if Gateway Tech is ready for Foxconn. That's next on Upfront.